Oh, this is nice, David. And I mean, this is hammered.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if he tries to put this anywhere near the green. And that was a much better swing there. You could see the balance on the follow-through. More like we're used to seeing.
Tiger Woods.
Well, electing just to try to put this in the right spot with a long iron, it looks like, Billy.
Oh, smart play, David. His total was 348 to the hole, so just put it in the fairway, and I mean, this has cut the heart of it.
Well, again, another very pretty swing. There's 2 in a row, and it's been, well, it's really, we haven't seen 2 in a row from him for a couple of, well, not very often, at least in the last couple of weeks. Well, this is perfect here, and perfect balance. You can see he takes the club head nice and wide in the way back here in Lanny, and this is where he loads it up and just pulls the trigger.
Well, and he gives himself plenty of width right here, David, and then gets the club back in front of him coming through, stays well down, and gets great extension. And that's when he hits his long, hard ones.
And there is the weight flat on the left foot all the way over to the left side, and a beautifully balanced follow through, and smashes it out there.
5 behind the leaders, playing the 3rd hole in the 2nd round. Back to 3, Tiger Woods.
And Vern Tiger changing clubs, playing it back in his stance, taking it in nice and low.
Did he hit it underneath those overhanging branches?
Yes, he did.
And that's the low one will spin. Beautifully done.
92 yards away for Tiger Woods. Now he's about 12 feet away. Justin Leonard.
Heart-to-hearts with Tiger and himself.
Well, I think there were some mumblings to oneself, but as long as he doesn't start answering himself, I think he's okay. Trying to get a read on this wind is really difficult. You know, Tiger's been studying the tops of the trees for about 2 or 3 minutes, just trying to get a feel. And
well, it looks like he hit a 3/4 shot, Bill, trying to keep it down and control the trajectory, maybe not let it get above the trees.
well, this is all over if it's right.
It's right. That's exactly what he did. When you look up at the trees like that and see the tops of the...
We're going to enjoy an afternoon watching Tiger. He's just closed the gap by 1 shot, started the day 5 behind.
He's got that little foot swing. When you see his foot kind of...
Horrible lie.
That's some swing.
Oh, this just isn't fair. This is not fair.
Oh, to be young and strong.
I mean, that was a wedge, and he just went down there and got it. And
I mean, he's still left with a tough putt, but when you're faced with a lie like that over water to get it on the putting surface.
His demeanor today and his focus.
Yeah, and you know, when I was down there on the range with him, Ernie, you know, I mean, he was really focused. I mean, he wasn't looking around. He wasn't kidding with Stevie Williams. I mean, he was in there. He was trying to dial this thing in, and he has. Now his drive on 7.
It's a shot. Sorry, Bill, he went way left yesterday.
Well, he was trying to shape this one a little left to right, Peter. And I mean, this is huge. This carried the corner, no problem.
That's just massacre. Look, there's the green right there. It's par 5. It's right there.
I've seen guys have to lay up from right there.
It's a mere 542 yards. He's only 1 under par. We saw the stat, only 1 under par for 5 par 5s, and that's not his usual average. What a drive.
Oh, how about this drive? Just 186 to the flag.
7 iron.
Not even that, Gary.
Oh, no. We're not talking 8 iron.
Yes, we are.
Oh.
Just right of the flag. I'm trying to call it down.
I don't think kids at home should be watching this.
I agree.
That's 542. Little 8 iron.
Cut the corner a bit, but still very impressive.
Are tied, and that guy's only 2 back.
And Billy Kratzer, this 8th hole, a difficult par 3, the shortest on the course, but today's hole location is really the easiest.
Well, tucked up there in the left portion of the green, Bobby. Wind cutting across this green from left to right, and Tiger with a 7 iron and just trying to hold it against the wind just a little bit. Nice line.
Oh, I'll say.
We're seeing a little bit of the Tiger Woods we saw in the second round of the Buick Open last week, when he basically just put on a golfing exhibition. 7 birdies and an eagle en route to 63, 9 under par, no bogey.
Smart play going with the 2-iron. Only missed 1 fairway today, and just going up the right side should be okay.
He's leaning as if he was concerned about it. And this hole, it gets so narrow at about 285. And Tiger's hit it almost that far with a 2-iron.
Thank you, Ernie. Tiger has a wonderful ending balance. It's just beautiful to watch, and his club has always the same destination. So here's a couple of little exercises you can do to make sure that your finish and your golf swing is on balance and the way it should be. Hold the club head in your left hand and swing the handle with your left hand and arm only, letting it swish through and pull you all the way through so that you're ending up facing the target. Then switch hands. Put the club in your right hand, hold it with your right hand and arm, and swing it backwards and forwards until it comes all the way through behind you, and you end up again facing the target. When you do that with both hands, this is what it should look like. Ending on balance, just like Tiger. Don't forget to twirl the club. That's perfect because you have to have style in this game. Back to you, Ernie.
Tiger.
Peter just a yard closer, 149. Certainly have to think he's going to take this up and left of the flag and let the wind work it in.
287 yards with the 2-iron.
Also a pitching wedge.
This ball gets up in that wind, working the wind. It should really bite.
Beautifully balanced follow through. Facing the target, just as Craig Shankland suggested.
He's hitting it where he's aiming it right now.
Looking very convincing today. A few shaky shots yesterday, missing 5 fairways with the driver. And with the thick rough, even with his power, it was going to be difficult.
Tiger.
And Bobby, this is the 6th time he's pulled this club out of the bag off the tee blocks.
Smart play. So think about Tiger. Hardly ever see him make a course management error. Even though he has the length to drive it on the green, he knows it's not the shot.
That's center cut there, Bobby.
He missed 7 greens in regulation.
Tiger.
That was from 178 yards and made a smart play here. Was right in between the 8 and the 9, went with the 9, kept the back bunker out of play.
And kept it 11th. You crossed the pathway from 16 to 17. Now, Tiger.
Well, you got to figure he's going to light one up here, Peter.
He's got the sleeve up. When he gets the sleeve up, that means he's gone. Well, that's a good. You see a little kick? When he gets that little kick, everybody, as you all know by now, he's hit a good one.
I just now saw that little kick that you're talking about.
Yeah, a little pirouette, isn't it?
Okay, I got it now.
Okay. If you have to be have good balance in your follow through, then you can add the kick if you want to.
You better not kick if you're falling backwards. You're going to hurt yourself.
Second shot across.
First time he's used this club today, 3-wood.
Boy, that's a good swing.
Oh, that was just slaughtered too, Gary.
Good swing. He's swinging nice at it. He just hit it over that.
Bastion, here's Tiger. Billy.
Well, going with the 3-wood, Ernie. How about this luxury? Being able to just keep a 3-wood underneath the wind, and I mean, this is perfect.
It's amazing how much he can get that left wrist to bow down when he hits that little 3/4 shot, whether it's the 2-iron, the 3-wood now that we're seeing a lot of use when he's playing it off the ground, off the tee.
It's just such a piercing shot through the wind, Bobby.
Certainly.
Yeah, he could only advance it maybe 35, 40 yards, but now Tiger Woods, 189 yards, back into the wind, going with the 5-iron, trying to put some air under it, Bobby.
Another good-looking swing. Well-executed shot. Actually penetrated and didn't judge the wind. Is
going to finish the round off with it.
Look for him on 14, though, in the weekend. If he's 3 or 4 back going into Sunday to hit driver here.
That just a yard closer, sand wedge.
Oh, how good is that? Amazing how you could make the ball stop that quick out of that lie, Billy.
I know.
Chance
Do
to
it with
get
trajectory.
back. He's
Wales Open.
to 15.
Let's see if there's a yes. A little bit extra into that swing. Well, look out left.
Oh, got through. Now it depends on the line it's sitting up. Looks like from here, but we're straight above it. So